Take a look at this.
Boom.
Good morning. We're working on Kaulins C10 again today, and we're actually starting today by going to the junkyard and pulling out an axle. Thanks to a commenter, Clean97 GTI, I think. I'm sorry, I don't know your name, but you recommended I look into these axles. They are 10 inches narrower than the stock Suburban one, which is exactly what we're gonna need. I was hoping we could get away with the old axle. Definitely can't. So yeah, let's head to the junkyard and pull it out. I'll explain more on the way. So we decided to do this first thing in the morning, and that is get this axle out from under the Isuzu Rodeo. And a big reason we're going with the Isuzu Rodeo is because it's a Dana 44. You can get parts for them pretty easy. The axle's already disc brake, and it's the right 6-lug. So yeah, that's why we're going with it. Oh, and it's like a full 10 inches narrower than the other axle that we're running, which we're very, very obviously having problems with, and there's nothing we can do about it except get a narrower axle. I got Zach with us. Zach loves doing this kind of stuff.
Yeah. Don't you?
Alright, this is it. This is the Rodeo. It's got issues. It's seen better days. There's the axle we need. Pull the tires off, pull the drive shaft, shocks, and leaf springs. We came ill-prepared today because we have everything disconnected, and we believe we can slide the axle out without dropping the leaf springs, but we did not bring anything to disconnect the drive shaft.
Yeah, I did.
Right here. Okay, well, go ahead. By all means.
We'll make it work, all right?
All right, it's out. Drive shaft, brakes, whatever this wiring doohickey is, probably like a speed sensor, and what's left? Here we go. Come on, Zach, put your back into it. Oh, you're doing great. What are we hung up on? Oh, my side doesn't have that. My thumb stop is rusted away. Almost like if you had the pry bar. Ta-da.
Nice.
Yeah, wait.
Yeah, hold on.
What are you doing?
Stop pushing.
I'm not pushing.
You want to pull then?
Oh, whew. What happened to you?
My arm was squished.
Oh. Yeah.
Nice.
Is that a Dana 44? It looks small.
Mine just yanked a really wimpy tiny axle. Little Dana 30.
With your back, not your knees. Wait.
You're making me lift it by myself?
No, I'm coming to help.
Dude, that's horrible.
We're done. I didn't even get as dirty as I thought I would get. What?
There's a little bit on your back though.
Who it's for? Let's see yours. What the heck? You didn't even work.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh.
Stayed clean.
Boy, it's beautiful. Okay, let's get back to the shop and install it.
I'm going to interject here for a second because there's something that's important to me that I want to share with you. As many of you may know, for the last year I've been in paramedic school, and in that time I've been called to countless 911 calls. Towards the beginning of the program, I didn't realize just how much I was being affected by the things that I was seeing on the field. It didn't take me long to realize the importance of taking time to take care of myself. After all, I can only care for others when I myself am taken care of. I've never looked much into therapy as I didn't really see it as something I would benefit from. But that's where I was wrong, and that's what brings us to this conversation today. BetterHelp is the sponsor of today's video. BetterHelp is a remote therapy service that connects you to licensed therapists who are trained to listen to you and give you helpful, unbiased advice as needed. You can do it all from your phone or computer via messaging, video call, phone call, however best suits your needs. It is the easiest possible way to start talking to a therapist. Personally, I think it's most helpful to have someone that will just listen to me when I talk. Plus, it's a therapy service that you can use from the comfort of your own home, or your shop, or your car, even your bed, wherever you feel most comfortable. You can use the link betterhelp.com/Rudy'sAdventure to get connected to a therapist today. After answering a few questions, BetterHelp will connect you to a professional that they see will be a good fit for you and your needs. Life has its ups and downs, and we all deal with things differently. I can't encourage you enough to reach out to someone if you feel you need to talk. Visit betterhelp.com/Rudy'sAdventure or select Rudy's Adventure and Design at sign up and take advantage of an extra special discount on your first month of BetterHelp. Let's get back to the video.
We are back with the Isuzu axle. Zach's going to clean it up, and there's not a lot on there, so it shouldn't take you long, Zach.
Nope.
Yeah.
Should be quick.
I'm going to work on getting this engine put back together and all the sensors hooked up and everything, and get all of like the brains of the operation put on, and those brains right here. Sick from those guys. Hopefully we have everything we need. Last night I discovered that our gas pedal isn't the right one, so I have a new one coming. Once that's in order, we'll be ready to fire this thing up. So we were originally going to take the backing plates off of these axles, but the bearing is kind of stuck on the shaft, so we can't really pull it off. Like, look on this one.
Can't get it up.
Yeah, that's because that is stuck. It had a snap ring on it, pulled that off, just can't break that free. Don't really know how to without damaging it, so we'll just have to straighten out the backing plate. That's why we wanted to take it off, because it was kind of all bent up and misshapen. Both of them are, actually. But oh well. Now we'll clean it up and get it put back together. Look what showed up. Oh my goodness. These tires are gonna be perfect. They look aggressive too for the C10. We're gonna run to the store and drop these off to get mounted so that we can actually see what they look like on the truck. Boy, this is a good day. This is a really good day. It has been a crazy couple of days. We've been working on the truck on and off, like a couple minutes here, a couple minutes there, but ultimately we've just been running back and forth all over the place. So, got the intake put back on, fuel rails back on, and now it's time to actually like start wiring it and getting the turbo in place and everything so that we can actually get it closer to started. Another thing that showed up was the Heim joint for the steering. So now, here's Jack, turn the wheel. Now we have steering.
Beautiful.
I did some adjustments to where the rack was sitting, and now we have 0 bump steer throughout the travel, or very little, not quite 0, but it's not enough to matter in this instance. And we got the new wheels and tires bolted onto the rear axle. Take a look at this. Boom. Not gonna lie, they look horrible on camera, but in person they look really cool. Those are looking good. Those tires are looking good.
We cut out some new axle brackets. The old ones just didn't quite fit right. The axle tube's a little bit different, and I also destroyed them getting them off the other axles. So.
Sheesh, yeah, you did. Even the big one is like all messed up. Yeah. Cool.
Well,
Okay.
That's what happens to things that you hit with a hammer.
All right, so Sorry if it's echoey in here. But what I have in mind and what Colin actually wants is a center console right in between the seats here, and there's a ton of space here. But it's also where I want to put all the computers and stuff to run the motor. We got to run our wires through the cab. I think I'm going to make like a false floor into the center console, and then that'll be good. We're going to have to poke the wire harness somewhere through right there to access the motor. All right, using this book here, I was able to get most of the wires ran to where they go. It is that simple. It's taken me, I don't know, probably less than 20 minutes to connect wires. So, other than the random sensor here or there, I have everything hooked up for the motor. Now in here, have it run through the firewall, right through this hole, comes down, and right here in between the seats. This stuff should definitely be hooked up properly, and we'll have to figure that out. A lot going on today. We got Colin here. He's cleaning up the coils right now.
Gotta make them look presentable, because they don't look presentable right now.
Hold on. There's a cricket making noises up there. It's really annoying, and we don't know how to get it down. But what does work is this. Okay.
No more cricket.
What were you saying?
Making this look presentable right now. As you guys can see, I got a little bit of a black eye.
What happened?
What's his name? Rex Kwando got a hold of me.
Ooh, rough. New developments over here. We've got the air filter. It doesn't even fit on the turbo anymore, so we'll have to make a 90 out of that tubing right there to get it to fit in there. Got the 90 for the air filter put together, and then some of the intake stuff kind of just sitting here looking good. We need to get a radiator hose from there somehow either over the top or underneath to connect with that spot right there. We need to weld a piece off of the bottom radiator to come connect to this point right there. Put the bed back on and it's looking absolutely mean. Woo! Yeah.
I cannot wait for this to be done. It will be a weight lifted and it'll be fun.
Alright, Colin, we've been all over the place today, haven't we?
It's just a bunch of little things and we kind of just been bouncing back and forth. It's made it hard to film, but right now I know what I'm doing and I think Rudy knows what he's doing. So, I'll tell you what I'm doing real quick. For the gas tank, we have got to move this bar forward. So, we cut out some pieces. This will sit up here. With these attached to it on the sides, I've got to shorten these up a little bit, but those will sit there like that and make room for the gas tank. Rudy, what are you working on?
I'm working on the center console skeleton.
Yes. Rudy is working on interior stuff.
So while I have Colin here before he leaves, I want to get kind of a center console mocked up in here. It needs to be able to clear the shifter, so the shifter's right there. And then it needs to like step down so we can have cup holders and stuff. Right? You want cup holders?
Yeah, cup holders are important.
They'll be super important until the AC's fixed. To get this center console mocked up, I'm gonna come over here and grab some TIG rod. It's like the best thing for this kind of stuff. Let's see here. Just like that. Alright. So I know that it approximately needs to be angled like that right here, and then it's gonna go step. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Maybe we'll do it like that. What do you think of that? If the center console tilted forward like that, and then you had your little cup holder shelf.
Is the shifter...
I think the shifter will be fine.
No, it's all the way back. That was all the way back. Right there, yep.
Up again. Right there. Something like that. Alright, so with this form that I've made for the center console profile, I decided to use this. I think it's 3/4 square tubing to build that profile basically. And as soon as I cut out all my pieces, I made some slight adjustments to my wire. That's it right there. Just need to build a second one of these now to match, and then we can kind of get it put in the truck. This bar Colin's been working on goes in the bed of the truck, and that hump is so that the gas tank clears. But Colin is leaving. He's going to California.
So it's Saturday. I ended up getting another dirt bike, and I'm currently on my way to California to go hit a track, so I'm going to call the day early. So I'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Meanwhile, I've got the second half of my center console kind of put together, and just kind of tacking it, the skeleton of it together, so we can put it in. Unfortunately, the GoPro wasn't recording like I thought it was, so you missed a whole bunch of this, but let me show you how the center console is going. Boy, this flashlight makes it look horrible. I ended up staying up super late last night to get the center console kind of put together here. So I just terminated the edge with round rod, and when we put our panels in, that'll leave it a nice not sharp finish. And then I also mounted the terminator here with all the wiring running underneath the shifter panel. So it looks pretty clean. And then my I also got to use my bead roller a little bit, which I don't get to very often, but I think that's pretty good for a first timer. Still need to hook the shifter up to the transmission, but at least that's where it's supposed to be now. And yeah, all the wiring's pretty cleanly tucked underneath that. Next video, we'll definitely be able to start the engine and see what this thing can do. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.